Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of the On the Couch Book Reviews YouTube channel. So, today I'm going to be showing you the new digital talking book player from BARD, which stands for Braille Audio Reading Download, and the NLS, the National Library of Congress. Now, if you'll remember, those of you who had the old players, they were big and bulky. And for those of you who've been around for the old cassette players, those were even crazier. I used to have fun with those old cassette players. Like I used to have this thing, like, whenever, it was like, but when you get those, when you get that first, the first big yellow tape player, it's funny because I used to put tapes in it and put them in reverse and listen to them backwards. Funny story, I got a Jimi Hendrix record. It was actually on CD, and there was a song on there called "Are You Experienced?" and there's a backwards guitar solo. So I played guitar for a while. So, basically, I basically listened to that record and tried to imitate it. And when I would play guitar, I would put the tape in there that I would play guitar on and recorded it on, and I would play it backwards. So that was really cool. I have a lot of good memories with that tape recorder. And so now for the demonstration of the new digital player. And for one thing, okay, so if you're holding the player straight up and down, like facing you, so you got the speaker on the left. Now, if you'll remember, the speaker on the other player, the digital advanced player, the very first one was in the middle. This one is the speaker on the very left. On the very left of the unit, you have a built-in handle. The other unit did not have that. It had a built-in handle that you pulled in and out. So then, all right, so going to the buttons, you got the first button on the bottom is the mode button. That will take you between your NLS, and your bookshelf or book reader. Then you have bookmark, which that sets a bookmark, obviously. Then you have bookshelf, which takes you to your bookshelf. Then you have the pad, kind of like a keypad. You got left arrow, right in the middle. You got info, which is your select key. Then you got up, and then you got down. And all these have a Braille label next to them. Then you have right. And then right above, or right beside right, you have power to turn the unit on and off. Then you come over here to the right of that, and you have speed up and down. To the left of that, you have volume up and down. And to the left of that, you have tone up and down. So now for the fun stuff. Now we switch the player on. Now keep in mind,
TBMDA2 reader, please wait.
Now keep in mind, I already have books on this thing.
Refreshing bookshelf content. Bookshelf, 30 books. Other books, USB.
Okay, so like I said, if you hit the mode button,
NLS BARD, search collection. Bookshelf, 30 books.
And it goes back to
Other
bookshelf.
books,
Now, you can connect this thing to the internet, and you can log into your BARD account with this player, and you can actually download books with the player onto the player. The player has internal memory. It has, it It has 26 point something gigs. So, mine isn't going to be as much as yours when you get it out of the box because I have put things on this. So, that is that. So, let's go to the menu. I'll go to the menu here. Excuse me.
Menu. Book reader. Invalid.
Oops.
Volume 10.
Okay. So we have...
Entering menu. Book reader.
And to get that, you just hold down the info button. And the info button is right in the center of all the little arrows. And it is the only button with an I in Braille on the button itself. So in the menu we have...
NLS Bard.
NLS Bard. Now, if you're not logged into this, you have to log in, and I will tell you how to type the characters in a minute.
Settings.
So we got settings, so let's go in here.
User settings.
So we have user settings.
Wireless notifications on.
Wireless notifications. I'm not sure what that is or what that does.
Verbose mode on. Skippable elements. Configure USB keyboard key binding.
Now, fun fact about this, you can plug a USB keyboard in there and type with it. Now, I haven't done it because I don't have one, but also this thing is not like the other player. It does not have a cord attached to it. It comes with a power brick, and you have to plug it into the USB-C port of the plug or of the player. And now you can use a USB-C cable that you already have, but I would say use the plug that comes with it, because I don't think it's gonna mess up the unit. But if you're worried about it or whatever, just use the plug that it comes with. So back to the settings.
MTP on.
So MTP, Media Transfer Protocol. So what this does, this will allow you to basically, you turn this on. Now by default it's off, but you turn this on. You can plug your player into the computer, a Windows computer, and you can go to either Bard or Bard Express, get books, download them, and copy them to your player. Now, with the regular Bard website, you can go to Bard, and you can download zip files, and you can place them in the zip folder of the books in the player, and it will unzip them for you. Now, as far as going on Bard Express and already having an unpacked book, I haven't done that. But I have downloaded books that were already zipped, and I just placed them in the zipped folder, because there's 3 folders. There's USB, there's books, and then there's zipped. So you go to zipped and you paste them in there. So yeah, let's see what else.
Keyboard echo, characters and words.
Keyboard echo, characters and words. That's pretty obvious what that is. That's when you're typing, you'll hear keys, and if you will hear words. So
Close.
So that's all in user settings.
User settings. Voice selection.
Let's go to voice selection and see what voices they have here.
Lily.
So Lily...
Hello, this is a sample of my voice that is available for use with the NLSDA2 player. If you choose me, I will read menus, the key describer, text, and prompts to help you use this device. You can also sample other voices to help you decide the voice that works best for you. Well, that is an option, but come on. You know you are choosing this one, anyway.
So, that is the first voice. That is the default voice that it comes with. So, here's the next one.
Rod. Hello! This is a sample of my voice that is available for use
So, yeah.
with the NLSDA2 player.
Hola.
Unfortunately, they only have one Spanish voice for those who are Spanish speakers.
Ryan. Hello. This is a sample of my voice that is available for
Kind of
use
sounds like
with
an
the
old dude.
LSDA2 player.
Taylor. Hello. This is a sample of my voice that is available for
And if you
use
want to
with the
select the voice,
LSDA2
all you
player.
do is press the info
Choose
button.
me. I will read menus. The key to
Tracy. Hello. This is a sample of my voice that is available.
Will. Hello, this is a sample of my voice that is available for use with the NLSDA2 player.
Close.
And then you got close.
Voice selection. Airplane mode off.
Airplane mode. That's off by default.
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. Let's go in here.
Wi-Fi on. Status.
Status. Let's check.
SSID. Mobile 3CE1. Cap T. Cap M. Cap O. Cap B. Signal strength. Excellent.
Okay. I apologize. So that is my Wi-Fi network.
IP. 100 Wi-Fi frequency. MAC address. Back. SSID. Back.
So go back.
Status.
So we got status. That's how you check if it's connected or not.
New connection.
New connection. Let's go in here.
Scan for SSID.
Scan for. That's I guess that's to scan for Wi-Fi. I'm not sure what SSID is, but
WPS connection.
that's another way you can connect Wi-Fi. I'm not sure what that is either. There's I guess another kind of Wi-Fi. I'm not sure what that is.
Create connection.
Create connection.
Back.
Back.
New connection. Launch connection.
Launch connection. I think that's where you just check to see if it's working.
Delete connection.
Delete connection. That's pretty obvious.
Import Wi-Fi configuration.
Now, you can do this. What this is you can go in there and basically you can make a file on a flash drive and you can plug it in and type your Wi-Fi password and all that stuff and everything. But, yeah, that's a bitch to do, so yeah.
Validate connection.
Validate connection.
Back.
Back.
Wi-Fi. NLS BARD settings.
Okay, here's NLS BARD settings.
Sort options. Sort download wishlist automatically. Off.
I'm not sure what that does.
Close. Sort options.
Now,
Sort by title.
if you are not logged in, it will prompt you to log in. Now, I will tell you how to go and type. Like I said, you go through the characters, and if you want to navigate between symbols and, numbers and all that, you press the bookshelf button. And it's a bitch to type with this thing. That's why if you have a USB keyboard, I recommend you use a USB keyboard for this because, like I said, it's annoying to type. Or what I've been doing, you can just go on Bard and download them from Bard and zip and place them in the zipped folder, not photo. Wow. Place them in the zipped folder from the media transfer protocol from that thing. So,
Download wishlist automatically. Close.
all right.
NLS BARD setting. Bluetooth.
Bluetooth. Now this is where you can connect your Echo or headphones.
Bluetooth. Off.
So I have this off. I tried connecting it. I didn't really like it because it just, I don't know. I just prefer the player speaker itself, but I'll show you the options.
Back. Bluetooth. Off. Back.
Oh,
Bluetooth.
whoops.
Off. Activating Bluetooth. Bluetooth. On.
Okay.
Bluetooth. On.
So we have
Pair a new device.
pair new device,
Connect device.
connect device,
Disconnect device.
disconnect device,
Delete paired device.
delete paired device,
Back.
and back.
Bluetooth. On.
And then Bluetooth on. If you want to turn it off, you just hit the info button.
Deactivating Bluetooth. Bluetooth. Off. Back.
Back.
Bluetooth. Dating time.
Date and time. All right, so let's go in here.
Change time.
Change time. Now, I've already set this.
Change date. Daylight saving time. Off.
Daylight savings time, you wouldn't have to turn this on until daylight savings time started. So, I wish it would just be on automatically, but yeah.
Advanced time settings.
Advanced time settings. I'm not sure what that does.
Close.
So you got and close. So
Dating time. Software update.
software update. Go in here.
Automatic check. On.
Automatic check is on.
Check for update.
And then you can also manually check for update. It'll just say check for update and you press the info button.
Please wait. No update available.
Says
Check
please
for
wait.
update.
It says please wait. No update available.
Back.
So go back.
Software update. About.
About.
Version 1.2.0 build 1893.
Alright, cool.
Model DA2. Serial number. Cap. Internal space available. 23.33 gigabytes.
Yeah.
Copyright 2020 to 2025 Technologies Humanware Inc. This product uses
Ah.
libraries from the FFM licenses. Close. Licenses.
So this is made by Humanware. Okay.
Close.
So
About. Resets menu.
resets. Now this is something you don't want to mess with unless the library or somebody's helping you, but you can do this.
Clear profile. Clear user data. Factory reset. Close.
And
Resets menu. Close. User settings.
alright, so that's all the settings.
Close. Settings.
So now,
Battery info.
battery info. Now, this has been going on with some other people besides me because I noticed when I got my player, I think I only had, well, I didn't really pay attention to it when I first got how much battery power I had, but I noticed when I fully charged it back up, I only had like 35 hours. And, you know, some people say they've charged it up and they've got like 18 hours on a full battery. But I talked to a guy at my library and basically he said it's nothing to worry about. He says it's just a, you know, like a software glitch or a firmware glitch or whatever. And plus, if you read the user guide, it won't hurt you to leave this player plugged in all the time. If you need to or want to, it won't hurt it. So do what you will with that. I mean, I'm just letting y'all know what I've experienced with it. Some other people have had good luck with their battery. I mean, I'm not saying I don't have good luck with it, but yeah. So that's battery info. Let's see right now, because I don't have a full charge right now. Let's see what we got.
Settings. Battery info. Battery 32%. Remaining battery time 7 hours 45 minutes. Internal space available 23.33 gigabytes.
Alright, so there's that.
Book reader.
Okay, so
NLS bar.
alright, so now we're back around to book reader.
Book reader.
So let's hit info on this.
Bookshelf 30 books. Others. USB.
So, if you want to read the user guide, you hold down the bookshelf button.
Entering user guide. Player 2, and wish to exit the user guide now. Press and hold the bookshelf button. You can return to the user guide where you left off at any time by pressing and holding the bookshelf button. The bookshelf button is located directly below the speaker. It is a square with 3 raised vertical lines, is white, and has the letters SF in Braille above the button. Section 13, Important Safety Instructions. Entering user guide. Book reader. Section 13, Important
Okay,
Safety
that's a bug.
Instructions. Entering user guide. Book reader. Instructions. Read and keep these NLS.
That is a bug
Search
because
collection.
it said you were supposed to be able to go and do that way. But it says book reader and then it goes right back to reading the user guide. So what I do for that you just hit the mode button, and mode will take you between NLS Bard and Book Reader. So now, to go to NLS Bard and see what we can do with this player.
Bookshelf 30 NLS Bard. Search collection.
Okay. So we have search collection.
Advanced search.
Then we have advanced search.
Wish list.
Wish list is what I like to do.
Most recent books.
Most recent books, which is most recently added.
Most recent magazines.
Most recent magazines.
Most popular books.
Most popular books.
Browse magazines. Browse categories.
So this is your subjects.
Previous downloads.
Previous downloads is your, some people call it reading history. Some people call it previous downloads.
Current downloads.
Current downloads, that's if you're downloading anything. And you can also check that fast by holding down the is it bookshelf or bookmark? I can't remember.
Modify login information.
Modify login information.
Close. Search collection.
Okay. So,
Advanced search.
let's see what's in advanced search.
All text. Title. Author. Series. Subject. Annotation. Book number. Narrator. Language. All magazine title. Okay. All text. Okay. No results.
Okay, no results because I didn't type in anything.
No results.
Okay, so
Bookshelf 30.
that is your
Books. NLS Bard.
that is your
Search.
that is your advanced search.
Wish list.
So wish list. Let's go see what's on my wish list. All right, so here we go. And you load the wish list by pressing info like you do with everything else.
Loading. 1556. Results found. House of Ashingbourne. Sutherland. Jolie. 9 hours. 56. Broiler. Craner. Eli. 7 hours. 43 minutes. Raised by wolves. Lacey told me she's in love with Growing Up Urkel, a memoir. Perfect Girl. Banghart. The Unmothers. A novel. Nightshade. Saul. John. Secure in the arms of a thug. Secure in the arms of a thug too. You're dead to me. Part my throat in open grave. Anathema. Roberts. Haven. Dahlia. At the bottom of the garden. The Meadowbrook murders. Goodman. Deadly animals. Another. The monster catchers. Brewington.
All right, so let's see about this.
7
So we
hours,
got the monster
22
catchers.
minutes.
Now, here's what you can do. Here's your options if you hit the info button.
Select to download.
Select to download.
Select to remove from wish list.
Select to remove from wish list.
Select for book info.
Now, here we go. Select for book info. Now, this is going to give you the book annotation, the book number, all of that. So here we go.
Title: The Monster Catchers. Book number: DB125691. Subject: Adventure, Fantasy Fiction. Author: Brewington, George. Narrator: Pyle, Andy. Description: If there's something strange in the neighborhood, who you gonna call? Buckleby and Son. Whether it's a goblin in the garden or a fairy in the attic, Bailey Buckleby and his dad can rid your home of whatever monster is troubling you for the right price. But when Bailey discovers that his dad has been lying, their petrol Henry is actually a kidnapped baby sea giant, he begins to question the family business. Draxo Pazuzu, criminal mastermind, who will stop at nothing to make a buck. With everyone and everything he loves in peril, it's up to Bailey to save his family and set things right in this funny, fantastical adventure. Amazon website. For grades 3-6.
Okay, so this is for younger readers, but it still sounds interesting to me, so I'm going to read it because I read all kinds of different books. So this will be added to my, I'm going to actually download this and show you guys what it does. Okay, so let's go to,
Select to remove from wish. Select to download.
all right, so you hit info.
The Monster Catchers. Queued for download.
All right, and I think you hit the
Downloads info. NLS Bard, The Monster Catchers. 7%.
Yup. See, it has 7%. So you want to check it again? Hit the same button.
Downloads info. NLS Bard, The Monster Catchers. 34%.
See? And you just let it go. And it'll tell you when it is completed. The player will give you a message, download completed. Excuse me, guys. My sinuses have been giving me hell lately. Let's see.
No downloads. Select to download. Unzipping. 95.
Oh.
NLS Bard.
Okay.
The Monster Catchers. Download completed.
So, download completed. So, now, if you want to go to your bookshelf, there are 2 ways now. Remember, with the old player, where you just held down the play button, you can still do that. Or you can hit the bookshelf button. So, I will go to my bookshelf with the play button, because that's the way I'm used to doing it. But, I mean, you can do it either way. So, that doesn't matter. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to show you guys all of the books that I have on my player right now.
Bookshelf. 31. Books. Other books. USB.
So that's a USB drive I have with books on it. I'm not going to show you those because those aren't actual books. Those are like graphic audio. I mean, they're books, but like, alright. So here's the first book.
Awaken Online. Catharsis by Travis Bagwell.
So this is
Sean Hurdle. 13 hours. 19 minutes.
So-
17 seconds. Downloaded.
So this is kind of my TBR. So I'm going to go through all these books with you guys and give you the info for the books, excuse me. I'm going to go through here and...
Awaken Online. Awaken Online.
All right.
Catharsis.
Book number US NLS DB1 26854. Subject: Video games fiction. Author: Bagwell, Travis. Description: on paper, Jason has a great life. He attends a prestigious private school on scholarship, and his parents are reasonably well off. Yet life hasn't been easy for Jason. He has spent most of high school being tormented by both the students and faculty, and his parents are never home. Frustrated and alone, his one escape has always been video games. In-game, he can feel the type of power and freedom he lacks in his day-to-day life. Fortunately, a new virtual reality game, the first of its kind, has just been released, which promises the opportunity for an even greater escape. Soon after he begins playing, Jason finds himself on the path to becoming the game's villain. In the process, he also starts to suspect that there is something unusual going on within the game world. From publisher. And number 59. Violence in strong language.
Okay.
Narrator, Sean Hurdle. 13 hours, 19 minutes, 17 seconds. Downloaded.
Alright. So there's that one.
Awaken Online. Precipice by Travis Bagwell.
Book number US NLS DB1 26855. Subject: Video games fiction. Author: Bagwell, Travis. Description: a few days have passed since Jason's confrontation with Alfred, and he's debating whether to re-enter Awaken Online. Alfred has made a proposition that Jason isn't certain he should accept. After the battle with Election, Jason has also been appointed as the regent of the Twilight Throne. He must assume the mantle of ruling an undead city with everything that entails. His first task is to investigate the dark keep that looms over the city's marketplace. This act will lead to a chain of events that might ensure his city's survival or create new enemies. Meanwhile, Alex re-enters the game listless and angry after his loss against Jason. With his reputation in the gutter and no prospects, he will face a choice regarding how he intends to blaze his path through the game. dash from publisher.
Alright, so there's that
Number
one.
59.
Alright,
Violence in strong language. Narrator.
Clown in a Cornfield by Adam Caesar.
Narrator.
Alright,
Jesse
so this is a
Violence,
horrible.
8
No.
hours, 46 minutes, 2 seconds. Book number, US, NLS, DB102466. Subject, supernatural stories. Author, Cesare, Adam. Description, Quinn and her father believe they've moved to a boring town. But during a charming town holiday, Friendo, a creepy clown mascot, goes on a killing spree, culling the rotten crop of kids who live there. Violence in strong language. Commercial audiobook. For senior high and older readers. 2020.
So, as you can see, those are just a few of the books that I am going to be reading soon. Hopefully, those will become reviews on the channel. I hope you guys have enjoyed the review of the new DA2 reader from Bard, from the Library of Congress, and some of the books that I plan to read for the future books on the channel. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. And like I always say at the end of every video, do what you do your thing, and don't let nobody knock you up the top of your game. You feel me? Peace. I'm out.